from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
Well, let's jump to our next game on the docket. We take going against each other in the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. We have UAB taking on BYU. Um, UAB Blazers, they're 8-4 on the year, 9-3 against the spread, while BYU, they're 10-2 on the year, 5-7 against the spread. This line opened up in favor of BYU minus 8.5, and that line has now gone down to 7. There are some 6.5s on the board as well. The total opened up at 55.5. Right now, that line's at 54.5. Now, I must check out these injury reports because we all know BYU is a team we were following, and they have suffered the injury bugs throughout the season. UAB McBride, running back, that's a stud. He's out for the season, so he got hurt early in the year. And cornerback Marshall, he's out. He's been out for the season as well. For BYU, they look like they have finally got healthy. Cosper, wide receiver, he's out for the season for undisclosed issues. And they had Rex, Paul, and Pili. Those guys are out as well. UBA, last outing, they beat UTEP 42-25. While BYU's last outing, they beat USC 35-31. Let's get to these actual factuals real quick. UAB, they're 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games this season. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5. They're 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games this season. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5. 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing against an independent conference opponent. It's not a conference, but any independence teams. The overs also hit 4 out of the last 6 games when played in the month of December, and they're just 3-8 straight up in the last 11 games whenever they're playing as an underdog. BYU, 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games this season. They undersit 10 out of the last 15 games. They're 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games, 10-2 straight up in the last 12 games this season. They undersit 5 out of the last 5 whenever they play against a Conference USA opponent. They're 2-7 against the spread in the last 9 games in the month of December, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games on a Saturday, and this ain't a home game, so don't even read that. And the unders also hit 8 out of the last 12 games whenever BYU's playing as a favorite. So, the Blazers taking on the Cougars. Marley, what's the play?
I'm on the Cougars, man. I'm on BYU. Like you said, we was riding BYU hard to open the season for the first couple weeks, and they got hit with the injury bug. They lost to Boise, and I can't remember who else they lost. Baylor, back-to-back weeks. Boise and Baylor. Really good Baylor team.
In Baylor, too, so.
Yeah, and we know Boise is going to get up to play BYU. And like I said, they was banged up, but they're back healthy now. And don't get me wrong, 7 points for a good UAB team is a lot. But I think the physicality of BYU and that running back, I'm finna butcher his name. Algier. And Hall finally being back healthy. The receiver Powell is hurt still. I think he's out for the season, if I'm not mistaken. But I just think BYU too physical, too strong. We got grown. I say this every time I was saying this the first 5-6 weeks of the season until they got hurt. You gotta remember, man, you got grown men playing with not little kids, but playing with kids. And that's why they're more disciplined. They tend to be more physical. And I'm rocking with BYU.
Look bigger, like all over the place. They look bigger now. I ain't gonna say they're more athletic.
Definitely not. I actually think UAB probably is the more athletic overall. I mean, I won't say athletic is the faster team. They got the most speed. But I just think at the end of the day, BYU is probably gonna run that ball down their throat. And in the third and fourth quarter, you don't want none of that, man. As somebody that played linebacker, like the team, I love spread teams, like little shifty backs. I like that because I know they might be faster than me, but I know once I catch them, if I hit them a couple times, they not gonna want to play. I can break their will to play. Like the worst thing is a tough physical running back or a tough physical team that just want to run the ball all day. Like tough guys. Those are tough games. I like BYU.
All right, so Marley likes BYU, and I'm right there with them. Hey, man, when they get the gelling, and now they looking like they finally healthy. BYU, shit, and they pretty much ran that Pac-12 this season also. So
They gonna win the Big. They might win the Big 12 next year.
I don't think they're joining next year. I thought it was.
You're right. It's like 3 years from now. I'm tripping.
Oh, I kind of want to jump on these Nets.
No Durant.
He's playing.
No, he's not. Earlier I saw he was out for wrist, so I would check because that's why that line is like that. Unless the line change. Because I seen the Nets the favorite this morning. I was like, why the fuck are the Nets the favorite? I went and looked it up.
Right.
Durant out.
Right, and I was trying to ask y'all that also. But anywho, I'm sorry, getting off sidetrack. But BYU -7. This should be very competitive. But I just think, BYU, honestly, they do got some athletes out there. Quarterback, some tall, lengthy receivers. 2 running backs that can tote that thing. I don't see this being an issue. I think the first half BYU would do their thing in the first half as well, but I'm taking them full game -7 to sit back, chill, and enjoy this game. So that's my official play for the Independence Technology Bowl.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from